And it's just basketball. At the end of the day, it's just basketball.
Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe on the way in the door, my people. I hope you all are having a truly, truly fantastic day today. So, JJ Ridiculous. He's a guy who's in a position he shouldn't be in, much like LeBron James, much like Bronny James. JJ Redick is in a position that he should not be in. People were comparing him to Pat Riley as the season started, and we know the Lakers, again, got off to a good start. If you're delusional, they got off to a good start. For those who are paying attention, we understand that number one, it's the beginning of the season. Number two, the Lakers weren't playing anybody. When the Lakers started playing some competition, we see where we are at. It's time to get those trade talks started for LeBron James. LeBron James himself is in a shooting slump. And, after the Lakers got blown out by 30 points, 29 points, I guess, by the Timberwolves, now I'm hearing some people finally start to criticize JJ Ridiculous. I don't think I've heard anybody in the mainstream media criticize him, but some people on podcasts, on Gil's Arena. But here's the thing with JJ Ridiculous. JJ Redick is not going to be able to take the Lakers anywhere for a few reasons. Number one reason is I believe JJ Redick was hired for a very specific purpose. I believe JJ Redick was really hired because of the Bronny situation. Because Bronny James was going to need somebody to cap for him. And LeBron James said, hey, who better than my podcast partner? And simultaneously can cap for LeBron James. Because we've heard, first of all, the season started off, the first few games, it looks like they were really running that offense through Anthony Davis. And it looked much better than the Lakers had looked in quite a while. But if you know anything about LeBron James' track record, fanboys, you guys don't seem to know your king very well. Then you knew that was not going to last. It was only going to be a certain amount of games before the team started looking like a LeBron James-led team again. And this is also what happened. Lately, not only is it looking like a LeBron James-led team, but it's looking like a 40-year-old LeBron James-led team, which is worse than the 39-year-old LeBron James-led team, because LeBron James gets worse each year. But so I believe JJ Redick was hired specifically to cap for LeBron James and for Bronny James. Now, here's the other reason why, or another reason why JJ Ridiculous is not going to succeed with this team. JJ himself is arrogant. Instead of coming into the job with some humility, he came in like he had been coaching in the league 20 years already. He came in with this kind of attitude, again, with no humility, so he fits right into this modern NBA. And to me, when you come in with that kind of attitude, what that really shows is insecurity. And as you should be, because you're in a position that you didn't earn, legitimately. You're in a position where you, much like Bronny James, you are there because of LeBron James. And then the other reason why JJ Redick is not going to be successful with these Lakers is because of something I've said on this channel many times as it pertains to coaching. I believe the most important part about coaching is being respected by the players and being able to galvanize your players, being able to get your players to work on one accord. I believe that is more important than your actual offensive and defensive strategies. Now, obviously, you have to have good strategies as a coach, but I think the more important thing is to get your team to wholeheartedly buy into that, into whatever you're trying to run as a coach. It is important to get your team to wholeheartedly buy into whatever it is, whatever offensive and defensive strategies and schemes you're trying to run. The most important thing is that everybody on the team is on board, and that starts with the star player. Well, I would go as far as to say that there is nobody who could get LeBron James on board, because much like JJ Redick, the know-it-all, LeBron James is a know-it-all. And technically, JJ Redick, you are working for LeBron James. So yeah, to me, the great coaches in the past, whether you talk about your Phil Jacksons or your Pat Rileys or Chuck Daly's and different people like that, what really made these coaches is the fact that they could get the team, they had the respect of the team, they could get the team working together, they got the team to buy into their philosophy. That is what's important, and JJ Redick will never be able to accomplish this on the Lakers. First of all, let me say this. I really am going to be very curious years from now, once the deer has retired and is no longer draining the NBA of money and resources and bullying people through unclutched sports. I'm really going to be curious to some of the stories that come out, because I'm thinking, like, first of all, because of LeBron James himself, there is no way that there can be true harmony in that locker room. Now, why do I say that? I say that because of this. Can you imagine being on a team where your sole purpose is to serve the star player, where your sole purpose is you're going to get the blame when you're not winning, and the star player is going to get all the praise when you do win, where you're on a team with a star player who clearly is unable to do what a star player should be able to do, and that is truly carry a team. Can you imagine what LeBron James' teammates may feel like? Now, a lot of you are going to say, hey, that's just star players. They get special treatment. But here's the difference. With Michael Jordan, however his teammates may have felt about whatever treatment he was getting, well, first of all, the thing is Michael Jordan was the hardest worker on the team. So there in itself is a difference between LeBron James and Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was the hardest worker on the team. Secondly, Michael Jordan was getting results. Michael Jordan was getting results. But can you imagine being on a team with a star player who year after year is failing? Year after year is failing. You're watching teammates get traded. You're watching coaches get traded, but you're watching this star player never take any responsibility or blame. Can you imagine what it's like being on a team with LeBron James? There is no way that there could be harmony in that locker room. So just from that point alone, JJ Redick is coming in with a deficit that he cannot fix. And then, like I said, like we all know, unless you can get the star player on board with what you're trying to run, it's just not gonna work. And LeBron James is a know-it-all himself. So you got two know-it-alls on the team, except one know-it-all is there to serve the other know-it-all. JJ Redick is there to serve LeBron James. JJ Redick is there to serve the situation of the circus that is going on, and JJ Redick himself is a part of the circus. So you see where we are, where, you know, the Lakers can't get it together. LeBron James is in a so-called shooting slump again, but he's never been able to shoot. And to me, it's just going to get worse. I'm going to be real curious to see how this season ends up. I think it's all downhill at this point for the Lakers, because if they don't let me fanboys, you should know the story, but we all know the story. Let me tell you what's going to happen. If the Lakers don't get out of this slump quick, what's going to happen is what usually happens is going to happen. And that is, we're going to start seeing everybody get blamed but LeBron, and that is going to cause more tension in the locker room. We're going to see LeBron James himself getting frustrated, but again, no accountability. So he's just going to be blaming everyone else and everything. And to me, it's really going to lead to some serious problems in that locker room at this point. Why? And it's going to be more serious than normal. Why, you may ask? Because this season has been a circus from the beginning. See, people can cap for LeBron and Bronny all they want, and you know, we've seen it since the beginning. Everybody's been trying to justify Bronny being on the team and JJ Redick. And now we're starting to see more people say, especially after it was found out that Bronny is not playing away games with the G League, we're starting to see more people come out and say, well, hey, man, we're going a bit too far with this Bronny thing. Ironically, you know, it took that much for people to start, in the mainstream media anyway, to come out and say anything. But it was ridiculous from the beginning. But so, you know, to me, this is also in the back of these players' minds as well, in the locker room. It might not be on the surface, but it's also in the back of everyone's mind. So when it gets to the point to where LeBron is starting to blame people, LeBron is taking no blame, no accountability himself, all these things that's simmering in the background are going to start bubbling to the surface. All the resentment that people want to pretend like they don't have, that people want to pretend like they don't have about Bronny James being given a spot, about JJ Redick being given a spot, they're going to start bubbling to the surface. And so it's going to be worse than other years. Again, I've been saying this since the end of last season. Like, this year is going to be a complete and utter ridiculous mess. Because it is complete and utter ridiculousness that took place. It can't be any other way. And so, yeah, while this may be par for the course for any LeBron James-led team, it's going to be worse this year because we got all this other stuff, like I said, bubbling in the background that everybody's trying to pretend like it's okay. Like I said, this is what happens with people who abuse their power. It's like, they get used to nobody telling them no, and they don't realize when they're pushing everybody too far. And this is what LeBron James has done this season. Like I said, I think the whole thing has backfired in a way that he did not expect. He wasn't expecting this kind of backlash from the Bronny stuff. which is why, to me, that's why he really got off social media. Is because he's tired of hearing about the Bronny thing. He's tired of hearing about something that was his fault completely. It's just gonna go downhill from here. If the Lakers don't come out of this slump quickly, and we get back to the point to where it gets every year to where they start talking about LeBron James don't have enough help, which I've heard some of that already. It's gonna go downhill quickly. Because like I said, in the background is all the other BS. In the background is all the stuff about Bronny James, about JJ Redick, about all the special treatment that's been gifted to LeBron this season. But anyway, JJ Redick it's about to be a long season for you. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. How do you think this season is gonna pan out for Mr. Know-It-All? Or he thought he knew it all. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. You all have a truly fantastic day. And I'll see you next time. All right.